Hi everyone, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, so we all know that April is Autism Awareness Month, and a quite number of organizations has been running one awareness campaign or the other. Some even organize a walk and all that. So I'll advise you all to pay attention and listen. Learn all that you can learn during this awareness campaign because um, autism is like a pandemic of our time. It is actually on the rise. I don't know why, maybe research will explain that. Or perhaps I feel that parents are becoming more aware of the condition, and that is why they are beginning to accept intervention program for their children with autism spectrum disorders. So here are a few things I would like to talk about today about autism spectrum disorders. As most of us know, it is neurodevelopmental disorder that is characterized by three or four major characteristics. The first is repetitive speech, language, and communication, or even lack of language at all, or delayed language, or echolalia. Second is repetitive behaviors. Some of the behaviors could also be hyperactive in nature and all that. The third is poor social skills. They are unable to socialize when they go to gathering. They always prefer to play alone. And the fourth, which is not very common in all the children with autism spectrum disorders, is sensory dysfunction. Sensory dysfunction comes in different ways. We have about seven senses. So when the child with autism spectrum disorders exhibits sensory differences, either hyper or hypo, in respect to these sense organs, we see that the child has sensory dysfunction. So an example of a sensory dysfunction is closing of the ears once they hear a sound that they are not so comfortable with. Another aspect of sensory dysfunction is selecting different food textures, mostly the oral motor sensitivity. Some people call it oral motor hyperactivity, Yeah, so um, that is just a recap of the definition of autism spectrum disorders. Another fact I would like to share with you this morning is that autism is actually present at birth, which means the condition will usually occur during the developmental stage of the fetus. Okay, and the bad thing is there are no tests that can be conducted when the woman is pregnant to detect if she's going to give birth to a child with autism spectrum disorders, unlike Down syndrome. I think Down syndrome is one of the most popular conditions that when a woman is pregnant, it can be dictated via a test called amniocentesis. But when it comes to autism spectrum disorders, um, research are still ongoing regarding early detection during pregnancy. So autism is present at birth, and a child with autism spectrum disorder can actually be diagnosed as early as 19 months old. Yes, I know before now research says we have to wait till the child is 3 to 5 years, but actually there are some red flags that are present as early as when the child is 9 months of age. So pay attention if you're a mother, if you are an aunt to so many children, just pay attention because early intervention is very, very important. Majority of the parents we provide intervention today will tell you that they have been looking for where to get intervention and they couldn't find any. So that's why we always encourage you once you come across our videos that are very educative, feel free to share it with your contacts. Someone in your contacts might actually benefit from this information, So that's all I want to talk about today. Do have a lovely weekend. Bye.